Hello, it's me. I haven't made a video in a while. Excuse me. And I don't really know why. I haven't really thought about it. I just took off my shoes. I haven't really thought about it until last night, and I was like, I should make a video. So hello. This video, it's kind of related to my other video my last video that I posted over the summer, and that was just about like hopelessness and recovery. And I feel like I'm at this point in my life where I don't remember what it's like not to have an eating disorder after like 5 years. And that's just like so devastating to me, like, because for so long I was like, I remember, like, this is what I'm fighting for, this is what I'm fighting for. But now I just like don't remember it, so I'm like losing focus of what I'm fighting for, and that's like a dangerous territory. Because like, if you don't think it's possible, why would you keep fighting? Like, I mean, obviously you keep fighting, but like, ideally. But it's a lot harder, and oh, my watch is spooky. It always chimes. I don't know, it makes me super sad, honestly, like, the fact that my progress is so slow, and like, it's just so painful, because I just feel like I'm in this like liminal space constantly of like getting better, not getting better, like getting better, not getting better. I feel like I'm always here, and like vacillating between the two, just like rapidly and extremely, and it's just completely unstable. It feels like. And it just makes me super sad. It makes me super sad that I've spent, you know, my years in college trying to recover from eating disorder, but also struggling with an eating disorder, you know, side by side. And that dichotomy is so painful to experience, because you're just like, what is happening? What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like doing well, but not doing well. And like, I don't know, like, I'm 22 now. I don't know, it's just so sad to think like this fucking 17-year-old is still like sick. And yes, I've improved. I've mentioned that before in other videos. Like, I acknowledge my progress, but it's so disheartening because like, I just like, I don't want to spend the rest of my life trying to recover. Like, I wanna get there. Makes me so sad. Like tearing up, but it's like, you know, I know life isn't fair. And I know I'm very privileged. I know I have access to a lot of things people don't have access to, including treatment. But having an eating disorder, it's never fair. And I'm, of course, sad that it happens to other people. And I just don't understand why we have to go through this. And I don't understand why I hold on to it so much. Like, looking back, I could see myself. I think everyone could kind of see like how I could develop an eating disorder. I actually had a psychiatrist tell me one time, like, be careful, like, you have the traits of an eating disorder. The traits of like developing like anorexia, or I don't know what he said, an eating disorder, because like perfectionistic and like very sad and very like just like all those traits. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it would make sense. And of course, when I started certain behaviors, it didn't seem like an eating disorder. Like, I knew it was like not necessarily good, but I think I always knew I had an eating disorder, But at the same time, I was never like, hey, they expect me to have one, let me have one. But I always knew, like, something was off, I think. But I think it was more apparent at different times. You know, so I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just like, in retrospect, it's not surprising I developed an eating disorder. I don't think it was surprising for anyone, really. Just like my history and how I was having so many problems before I developed an eating disorder, and just stuff like that, and like my personality and my, like, I don't know, my home life and just like things in life. I don't know. But what surprises me, honestly, is how much I still struggle with it, because I just feel like I've made so many strides in so many other aspects of my life, but I still have an eating disorder. And it still changes diagnosis all the time. Like, whoever you talk to, they give me another diagnosis of, like, sometimes it's bulimia, sometimes it's anorexia, binge purge subtype, sometimes it's adenos, sometimes it's OSFED. And, like, the idea that, like, it just feels like I have so many eating disorders, so it doesn't even feel like I'm tackling one. I don't know. I'm just really sad. I'm just sad about it. I don't like the person that I am, my eating disorder. And I know that's my responsibility, and only I have the power to change it. I get that. But still not fair. And I think overcoming this will definitely be one of the hardest things I do. Not the hardest, but one of the hardest. And I really hope I do. You know, some days I can say with confidence that I will, but some days I don't know. I don't know. Anywho, I guess this is just a spin-off from my last video. I'm just sort of feeling hopeless and confused and tired. I had 2 presentations this week, so obviously that's not helping with my sadness. So, I'm gonna take a nap. I have Invisalign, by the way, now, and I've had it for like a little more than 2 months, so maybe I'll make another video about that. But until then, thank you for watching. See you later!